Good morning, all.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
So, in the last part, we discussed about that projectile motion or motion in two dimensions, where we discussed that we can resolve the velocity or other components in x and y axis, and we can find out the different like part of it, like time taken to reach the maximum height or maximum height and other things. Now, we'll discuss about the next part of that. In some question, they will give the horizontal displacement, and they'll ask to find out what about the corresponding vertical displacement. That means, like assume that an object is projected from ground with an initial velocity taken as u and making an angle theta with respect to the horizontal. So it is going through a path something like this, and after some times it will reach the ground. Over here, assume that after a time t seconds, particle reach somewhere over here. So we discussed that horizontal direction normally we'll take it as something but our x-axis, and vertical direction we'll take it as something but our y-axis. So if a particle is over here, so we can say that its displacement along the x-axis is nothing but this much. So this is its displacement along x-axis, and this displacement along y-axis is nothing but this, right? So in some question, they will give it as now the particle is at a horizontal displacement of 10 meter, then find out the vertical displacement. Or they will say that the particle is at a vertical displacement of some particular, let's say 20 meter. So find out its horizontal displacement. So basically, we are going to find out what about the value of y as a function of x. Y or x में क्या relation है? Got it? Vertical or horizontal में क्या relation? Okay. So this relation between its x component and y component, horizontal displacement and vertical displacement, is known as nothing but equation of trajectory. Okay, so we can write the heading equation of trajectory. Trajectory means nothing but path. So what is the equation of this path? Y or x में relation क्या है? Okay, and heading equation of trajectory. Means nothing but
Sir, what you
equation
said
of
the
path.
meaning of trajectory?
Trajectory means path. Equation of path. Path means like suppose if you are having a graph between y and x axis, तो अगर ग्राफ स्ट्रेट लाइन है तो हम लोग इसका इक्वेशन क्या लिखेगा? y is equal to mx plus t लिखेगा ना, इक्वेशन ऑफ अ स्ट्रेट लाइन. पता है क्या?
Yes, sir.
या सेम एज लाइक अगर आपको ग्राफ ऐसा कुछ मिला है तो ये क्या हो गया? पैराबोला हो गया. तो विल राइट द इक्वेशन फॉर इस y is equal to x square, राइट? तो ऐसा जो भी पाथ है, पाथ के लिए एक इक्वेशन होता है, y और x के बीच में एक रिलेशन होता है, दैट इज नोन एज इक्वेशन ऑफ दैट पाथ और द इक्वेशन ऑफ दैट ट्रैजेक्टरी. मतलब a जो पाथ है उसके लिए इक्वेशन है y is equal to x square, ये पाथ के लिए इक्वेशन है y is equal to mx plus c, लाइक दैट. ये जो पाथ है ये भी देखो y और x का बीच में एक ग्राफ जैसा ही हो गया. तो ये पाथ का इक्वेशन क्या है? व्हिच इज नोन एज इक्वेशन ऑफ अ पाथ और इक्वेशन ऑफ अ ट्रैजेक्टरी. समझ में बात? मतलब अगर मैंने x का वैल्यू पुट करेगा तो y का वैल्यू मिल जाएगा. मतलब assume that for this particular point its x coordinate is let's say something like 16 मीटर. तो मैंने 16 पुट करेगा ए इक्वेशन के अंदर, वो इक्वेशन को डिराइव करना पड़ेगा so that आपको ये y का वैल्यू क्या है वो मिल जाएगा. तो x और y में क्या रिलेशन है, which is known as इक्वेशन ऑफ ट्रैजेक्टरी और इक्वेशन ऑफ पाथ. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'll discuss how to find out x और y में relation कैसे find out. Yeah. So x और y में relation find out करने के लिए we'll follow in the same way. First we'll resolve this velocities into x and y axis. So component of u along this direction we can take it as nothing but u cos theta, and component of u along this direction which we can take it as nothing but u sin theta, right? Now we can write it separately along x axis and y axis. So take it as along the x axis or horizontal and along y axis or vertical. So along x axis, we know that it is moving with a constant velocity that is equal to u cos theta, and assume that time taken by the particle to move from here to here is something but t seconds. So time we can take it as something but t, acceleration is 0, and displacement is along x axis is taken as something but x over here. So we can use the normal equation, velocity is equal to displacement by time, or you can write this displacement is equal to velocity into time. So by using this, we can write displacement is x, velocity is u cos theta, and time we can take it as something but t. So take it as equation number 1. So over here, we are getting the relation between x and t, not x and y, but our aim is to find out the relation between x and y. Okay. Now we can write the equation for y. Along y-axis, initial velocity is nothing but u sin theta, and it is in upward direction. Acceleration, we know that acceleration due to gravity, that is in downward direction. And displacement along y-axis is represented by nothing but y. And time, let's say that is equal to t. So we can write the relation between this displacement along y-axis. So over here it is moving with the uniform acceleration. So we should use that equation, s is equal to ut plus half a t square. So we can write s is equal to, over here instead of s, we can write y is equal to initial velocity, that is u sin theta, into time minus half into g into, we're putting negative sign because a is negative of g, into t square. So over here we'll get the second equation, but this equation is between y and t, not between y and x. So we require a relation between y and x. So ये जो t का term है उसको eliminate करना है, ठीक है? So to eliminate that term related to t, we can write it like this. This t is equal to nothing but x divided by u cos theta. Got it? So from the first equation, we can write t is equal to x divided by u cos theta. Now we can put the value of t in these equation. तो ये जो equation के अंदर t का value था, उसको replace करके हम लोग ये value put कर सकता है. So we can write it in terms of y and x. So we can write it something like this. Y is equal to nothing but u sin theta into t. T is x divided by u cos theta minus half into g into t square. T square can be written as x square divided by u square cos square theta. Got it? Now we can simplify this. Y is equal to this u and this u get cancelled. Sin theta by cos theta we can take it as tan theta. So we can write this is equal to x tan theta minus half into g into x square divided by u square cos square theta. So in this equation, we are having only the terms of x and y. So we can say the time ka term nahi hai. So this is a relation between x and y, or this is known as nothing but equation of trajectory or equation of path. Is it clear? Any doubt? Just हमने x और y में relation लिखा है, वो time का term को remove करके.
So can you explain it again once?
Yeah. So over here, we are projecting an object with an initial velocity, let's say that is equal to u, and this is making an angle theta with respect to the horizontal. So this is going to move through a path something like this. So we know that its x component or y component are keep on changing with respect to time. So let's say its horizontal direction we are taking it as x, and vertical direction we are taking it as something but y. Assume that when the particle is over here, so this is representing its y component of displacement, and this is representing its x component of displacement. तो थोड़ा टाइम के बाद अगर मान लो पार्टिकल इधर आ गया तो ये हो गया इसका x component, let's say this x1, and ये हो गया इसका y component, take it as y1. थोड़ा टाइम के बाद पार्टिकल मान लो इधर आ गया, so we can say that this is representing its x component of displacement and this is representing its y component of displacement. So हमको ऐसा कुछ इक्वेशन चाहिए उसके अंदर मैंने x का वैल्यू पुट करेगा तो y का वैल्यू मिल जाएगा. मतलब इधर ये पॉइंट में अगर मैंने x1 का वैल्यू पुट करेगा तो ये y1 का वैल्यू मिलेगा, like that. So that is not as nothing but equation of a trajectory or equation of a path. So we are considering that at t is equal to 0, a particle is started from here, and when time is equal to t, it reach over here. So that horizontally travel a distance x and vertically travel a distance y, and Rm is to write the relation between y and x. So first we'll resolve this velocity into its component. So component of velocity along this direction, we can take it as u cos theta, and component of velocity along this direction, we can take it as u sin theta. Now, we can write the things along x-axis and y-axis. So along x-axis or along the horizontal direction or along y-axis or along the vertical direction. So along x-axis, its initial velocity is, or along x-axis, we know that it's moving with a constant velocity. So we can write velocity is equal to u cos theta. And displacement along x-axis is represented by x, and time we can take it as something but t. So we can find out the relation between x and v and t. We can use that equation, displacement is equal to velocity into time. So x is equal to velocity, which is u cos theta, into time, we can take it as something but t. Same as like that, along y-axis, we can write initial velocity is u sin theta. Acceleration is minus g because it is acting in downward direction. Displacement will take it as something but y, and time will take it as something but t. So we can write the relation between them by using that equation, s is equal to ut plus half at square. So s we can take it as y, initial velocity we can take it as u sin theta into t minus half into g into t square. So over here we are getting the relation between y and t, but our aim is to find out the relation between y and x. So from this equation on the left side along the horizontal direction, we can write this time is equal to x divided by u cos theta. Now we can replace this t by this term x divided by u cos theta. So we can write it something like this, y is equal to u sin theta into t. T can be written as x divided by u cos theta minus half into g into t square, that is x square divided by u square cos square theta. Now we can cancel this u and this u. So we can write y is equal to sin theta by cos theta. We can take it as tan theta. So we can write x tan theta minus half into g into x square divided by u square cos square theta. So this is known as the equation of trajectory or equation of path, which is showing the relation between y and x. Now in this equation, if you are putting the value of x का value आप अगर substitute करेगा तो y का value मिल जाएगा. Got it?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So just
Value of theta will be given.
yeah, other parameters will be given. Just add on this one.
Sir, so is the path parabola?
We cannot say that exactly parabola. Y is equal to x square पे आएगा तो parabola होगा. Here आप equation में देखो y is equal to x का term भी है, x square का term भी है. It's not exactly a parabola. समझा?
Yes.
x का term भी है, x square का term भी है. But it's not exactly a parabola. अगर first term नहीं है, x tan theta नहीं है, तो वो मतलब only x square का term आया तो parabola हो सकता था. Just write down this one.
सर
बोलो बेटा।
सर इसके बेस क्वेश्चंस कैसे आएंगे, मतलब
क्वेश्चन अभी आएगा।
सर ये तो y और x कंपोनेंट पे है ना पूरा इक्वेशन।
यस यस। हो गया।
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll go for the next part. So over here we assume that a particle is projected from ground, and after some times it is going to reach the ground. And some question they may give it as a particle is projected from particular height. Then we have to find out what about the value of like time taken to reach the ground and other things. Okay. So we'll explain that under the heading horizontal projection or a horizontal projectile. So around the heading horizontal projectile. So horizontal projectile means assume that a particle is already at a height of h beta. So from this height h, we are projecting it with a velocity, let's say u, along the horizontal direction. The horizontal direction में project कर रहा है from a particular height. So it is going to move through a path something like this, and after some times it will reach the ground. Okay. So here also they may ask to find out what about the value of time taken to reach the ground. What about the value of velocity with which it will hit the ground? What about the value of its horizontal range, etc. Okay. So just remember that इधर भी हमारा जो calculation कैसे करता है उसमें थोड़ा भी changes नहीं होगा. Concept will remain the same. We have to just resolve the things along x and y axis, and x में अलग से और y में अलग से calculation करना है. Okay. So that's why we are taking this example so that you'll get a complete idea about how we are solving the question. So over here, the particle, if it is projected along the horizontal direction, so first step, we need to resolve it along the x-axis and y-axis. So its velocity along x-axis or along the horizontal direction, we know that that is equal to u. So what about its initial velocity along vertical direction?
0
Zero.
Because of horizontally project किया है तो vertical direction which component है नहीं है. So we can write on the first part, that is along the horizontal direction or along x-axis, its initial velocity is equal to u. Okay. And along the vertical direction or along y-axis, the value of its initial velocity is equal to 0. Now, what about acceleration along horizontal direction? What about acceleration along horizontal direction?
0.
0
Okay, same as like projectile motion. And what about acceleration along
Minus
vertical
g.
direction?
Minus G.
Minus g, because it is in downward direction. Okay.
But it should be
Now, bolo.
in horizontal direction, initial velocity should be u cos theta.
A projectile horizontal direction में उसको project किया है, वो theta का value 0 है.
Okay.
अब जो केस बोल रहा है वो कब आएगा? अगर मान लो एक पर्टिकुलर हाइट एच से प्रोजेक्ट किया है and it is projected something like this, so that if it is with respect to horizontal, if it is making an angle theta, तो ये component हो जाएगा u cos theta और एक component हो जाएगा u sin theta.
Okay.
Over here
Theta
theta का
over
value
there is 0.
zero.
Okay.
तो u cos 0 is 1, तो u हो
Yeah.
गया. u sin 0 is 0, तो वो 0 हो गया. ऐसा.
Yeah, got it.
Now we can write the value of as along the horizontal direction, it is moving with a constant velocity because acceleration is equal to 0. So we can write over here velocity along horizontal direction will be always equal to u. So इसका horizontal component of velocity है वो कभी भी change नहीं होगा. तो इधर भी इसका velocity u रहेगा, इधर भी इसका velocity u रहेगा और इधर भी इसका velocity u रहेगा. तो horizontal velocity is not going to change. But vertical direction में देखो, it is moving with acceleration, so velocity along downward direction is going to increase with respect to time. इधर velocity का value इसका 0 था, आगे जाके velocity बढ़ेगा, इधर और बढ़ेगा और इधर सबसे maximum vertical velocity होगा. So along the horizontal vertical direction we can write it is moving with an acceleration that is equal to acceleration due to gravity. So these are the things that we know related to this motion. Now we can write the things like what type of questions they may ask related to this. So first they may ask to find out what about the value of time taken to reach the ground. Okay, just write down this one, then we'll continue with this. Just write down this part.
Done, sir.
Okay. So we'll discuss about how to find out the time taken to reach the ground. So in the first part, we are going to find out the value of time taken to reach the ground. So first we need to observe, same as like that projectile motion, we should work on vertical component or horizontal component. Which part में करना है? Time taken to reach the ground. Horizontal में velocity change नहीं हो रहा है.
Vertical.
Velocity constant.
Vertical.
है. So we should
Vertical.
turn on vertical. So on vertical component we can write its initial velocity was 0 and displacement as it is moving down, displacement will be equal to h
H.
and it is minus h because it is moving downward direction. Acceleration due to gravity is nothing but minus g because it is acting in downward direction. And we can find out the value of time. So कौन सा equation use करना है?
ut plus half it is square.
Yeah, so you can use that equation. S is equal to ut plus half a t square. So we can write s का value होगा minus of h. Initial velocity you can take it as this 0. Acceleration is minus g and time is nothing but t square. So we can write this t is equal to 2h divided by g under root. Over here, we can observe one more important thing is that here it is not depends upon the velocity of projection. तो आपने कितना velocity से horizontally project किया है, उसका term इसके अंदर नहीं आ रहा है. तो irrespective of whatever may be the velocity with which we are projecting, the time taken to reach the ground will remain same. It will be always equal to root of 2h by g. So इसका meaning है, like assume that a situation in which from a particular height h, we are projecting an object with a horizontal velocity of 10. So it will move through a path something like this and it reaches the ground. And from the same height, we are projecting another object with a velocity 20. So it will move through a path something like this and it will reach over here. And from the same height, we are projecting another object with a velocity 30. So it will move through a path something like this and it will reach over here. Okay? But if you are calculating the value of time taken by the first particle to reach the ground, let's say T1, and second one as T2, and third one as, let's say, T3. So what about the relation between T1, T2, and T3?
Are equal.
Yeah, they will be same. Okay? Because a subparticle का vertical velocity 0 था. First का भी 0 है, second का भी 0 है, third का भी 0, initial vertical velocity. So it is not depends upon the horizontal component of velocity. The horizontal component of velocity ज़्यादा है, ये ज़्यादा दूर जाएगा. But all these three particles are going to reach at the ground at the same time. So that is the meaning of this term, that is not depends upon the value of initial velocity. because वो उसका वर्टिकल कंपोनेंट कुछ नहीं था. Got it? Around this one.
सर
बोलो बेटा.
सर ये इक्वेशन कब और कहाँ यूज करेंगे?
क्या बोलूं, आई डोंट नो. मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि इक्वेशन है, ऐसा क्वेश्चन आएगा, ऐसा यूज करो, ऐसा नहीं होता है. अब तक आपको मतलब आइडिया तो मिल गया होगा. लाइक हमने मोशन अंडर ग्रेविटी में बहुत सारे इक्वेशन लिखा है, बट जब क्वेश्चंस में ये इक्वेशन डाल के वैल्यू डाल के आंसर आता है क्या? नहीं है ना. है ना
सर ये
बेटा?
मोस्टली फ्री फॉल में होगा ना?
नहीं, आप लोग ध्यान से सुनो व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. इट्स नॉट लाइक ये क्वेश्चन ऐसा है, वो क्वेश्चन में हम लोग ये इक्वेशन डालना है, उसमें वैल्यू पुट करना है, आपको आंसर आएगा, ऐसा नहीं है. ठीक है? मतलब they will give the value of u, they will give the value of g, and they will ask to find out the value of time. तो ये इक्वेशन यूज करना है. ऐसा करे तो आप 1 लाख सिचुएशन में 1 लाख इक्वेशन आपको रट कर रखना पड़ेगा, विच इज नॉट पॉसिबल. आप लोग इसको ऐसा पढ़ाई नहीं करना है. क्वेश्चन कैसे तो भी आने दो, हमको क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करना है. तो हर एक क्वेश्चन हम लोग स्टार्ट कैसे करता है और कैसे
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah, 1 minute. There is some connection issues. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
क्या लिखा है screen में?
You're sharing screen.
Okay. So ये part सुना था क्या?
नहीं, sir.
Okay. ये लिखा था?
हाँ, sir.
Okay. So on the next part, I think there was some connection error. So next we'll discuss how to find out the value of time taken to reach the ground. Okay. Sorry, not time taken. The already not discussed here. Horizontal range. Okay. So we'll discuss how to find out the value of range over here. So if it is projected from a particular height and it is going to hit the ground after some times, so we are going to find out what about the value of its horizontal range. Let's say horizontal range is represented by R over here. We are going to find out the value of R. Okay. So
We are not able to see the screen. The older one we are able to see.
No.
अरे वो आप वो जो काम करो जो नहीं आप
सर
लोग
दिख
का
रहा है।
एक मिनट किसको स्क्रीन नहीं दिख रहा है अभी का आप लोग जो स्क्रीन में स्लाइड कर दो उसको मतलब अभी दिख रहे क्या?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, 1 minute.
दिख रहा है.
दिख रहा है, sir.
Yes, sir. No.
Yes, sir. Now visible.
अभी दिख रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So our aim is to find out what about the value of this horizontal range over here. So for the calculation purpose, what we have to find out along the horizontal direction, so we can calculate the things along horizontal. So along horizontal direction, velocity is constant, which is equal to nothing but u. And we find out what about the value of time taken to reach the ground. Time taken to reach the ground was under root of 2h divided by g. So we can find out the value of its displacement along the horizontal direction, that is equal to velocity into time. So this horizontal displacement, we can write range is equal to u into time. We can take it as under root of 2h divided by g. So this is the equation for its horizontal range or range. So again, it's not like you are just remembering all these equations and you are putting the value of u and g and h to find out the value. हम लोग हमेशा उसको रिजॉल्व करके नॉर्मल इक्वेशंस ऑफ मोशन यूज करके इसका वैल्यू फाइंड आउट कर सकता है. ओके, थोड़ा ऑन दिस वन.
Sir,
बोलो बेटा, बोलो.
so can you explain it again because I think it's understood.
Yeah. Over here, if it is projected with a velocity u and rm is to find out what about the value of its horizontal range. तो horizontally हम लोग उसको कैलकुलेशन करना है. So we are taking it along the horizontal direction. Horizontal direction's velocity is nothing but u and time taken to reach the ground already हमने find out किया root of 2h divided by g. As horizontal direction velocity is constant, we can write displacement is equal to velocity into time. That horizontal displacement is nothing but range, velocity is u and time is 2h divided by g. So the value of range will be equal to u into under root of 2h by g. Got it?
Yes, thank you.
सर
बोलो बेटा.
सर
बोलो.
इस इक्वेशन को डिराइव करने के लिए अगर हमने s इक्वल्स ut प्लस हाफ टी स्क्वायर यूज किया तो भी यही आंसर आएगा ना?
आंसर तो ही आएगा बट वो यूज करने का जरूरत नहीं है बिकॉज उधर एक्सेलरेशन 0 है. तो आप a का जगह पे वापस t पुट करने वाला है तो वापस क्या आएगा ut आएगा ना.
हाँ.
है ना, s is equal to
हाँ
ut plus half at square में आप a का वैल्यू तो जीरो ही है, तो ये पूरा टर्म जीरो हो गया, तो s is equal to ut
जीरो
आ
आ
गया,
गया
बेसिकली क्या यही हो रहा है,
यही
यूज
है
कर सकता है
नहीं
बट जरूरत नहीं।
हाँ
हेलो सर।
बोलो बेटा।
सर अगर अगर ऐसी सिचुएशन हो जिसमें वो थोड़ा ऊपर जाके नीचे आए तो सब केस चेंज हो जाएंगे ना?
हम लोग इसको कंपोनेंट में रिजॉल्व करके लिखना पड़ेगा, वो केस भी लेता हूँ, ठीक है।
हाँ सर। ओके।
So now suppose Rm is to find out what about the value of velocity on reaching the ground. Let's say Rm is to find out what about velocity on reaching the ground. So velocity on reaching the ground means, assume that we are projecting an object from here with an initial velocity, let's say that is equal to u, and after some time it is going to hit the ground. So find out karna hai, when it hit the ground, what was its velocity. So we know that its horizontal component of velocity is not going to change. It will be always equal to nothing but u. So we can write when it is reaching over here also, its velocity will be equal to u. And vertical component of velocity is going to increase with respect to time. So we can find out what about the vertical velocity with which it is going to hit the ground. Let's say vertical velocity is vy and horizontal velocity is vx. So the net velocity with which it is hitting the ground will be equal to the resultant of this vx component plus vy component. Let's say that is equal to v. So we can find out what about the value of v if you know the value of x component and y component separately. So along x-axis or along horizontal, along y-axis or along vertical. So along x-axis, we know that its velocity will remain constant, that is equal to u. And along y-axis, we can write its velocity, we can find out its velocity. Along y-axis, initial velocity was nothing but 0. And displacement along y-axis when it reaches the ground is equal to h. Acceleration is equal to nothing but minus g. And we can write the equation for we can find out the value of velocity by on reaching the ground by using that equation, v square minus u square is equal to 2as. So velocity along y-axis ka square minus initial velocity is equal to 0 is equal to 2 into minus of g into minus of h. This displacement is also negative because it is moving in downward direction. So I got plus 2 into g into h. So you can write velocity along y-axis will be equal to under root of 2 into g into h. So we got velocity along y-axis and velocity of x-axis is a constant. So we can write what is the net resultant velocity. That is velocity along x-axis plus velocity vector along y-axis. So we can write this will be equal to velocity along x-axis is u. So we can use u I cap, and velocity along y-axis वो basically downward direction में है, तो 2 into g into h along j cap. Or if you like to find out the magnitude of this resultant velocity, so we can go for under root of x component ka square
u square plus 2g
plus y component ka square, root of 2 into g into h ka square. Got it? So write down this one.
u I cap plus होना चाहिए ना?
वो डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन में था ना, मैंने अपवर्ड
हाँ,
डायरेक्शन
हाँ।
को y लिया ना, इसलिए मैंने नेगेटिव लिखा है,
हाँ।
डायरेक्शन के हिसाब से लिखा. Again, just remember that we are not saying that you should remember all these equations, but you should remember how we are solving this. सबका बेस सेम है, हमने इसको x और y में रिजॉल्व कर रहा है, इक्वेशन अप्लाई कर रहा है. क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेगा तो भी ऐसा करेगा बिकॉज वी कैन नॉट रिमेंबर ऑल दीज इक्वेशंस.
Sir, in all these cases, h is the height from which it will projectile.
या कहाँ से उसको प्रोजेक्ट किया है, वो ग्राउंड से लेकर उधर तक का जो हाइट है which is taken as nothing but h. मतलब this height is taken as nothing but h.
Okay.
लिख दिया?
यस सर।
ओके। अगर कुछ एंगल से प्रोजेक्ट किया है तो भी हमने ये सब सेम टेक्निक यूज करके कर सकता है, ठीक है? सो विल टेक like that case also, like if it is projected with a velocity, let's say u, and if it is making an angle theta with respect to the horizontal, then it may move through a path something like this and it will reach the ground. आपको अगर इसका करना है तो इसमें कुछ मतलब कुछ नया कुछ करने का जरूरत नहीं है, simple step है, will resolve it into two components always. One is along this direction, that is u cos theta, and one is along this direction, we can take it as nothing but u sin theta. Okay, तो पहले u cos theta का वैल्यू u था, u sin theta का वैल्यू 0 था, that is only one difference. Now we can write it along the like what about the component along horizontal and vertical direction? Along the horizontal direction or x-axis, along the vertical direction or y-axis. Along the horizontal direction, we'll write velocity is equal to u cos theta, acceleration is equal to 0. So here we'll use that equation, v is equal to displacement by time. And along y-axis, we can write initial velocity is u sin theta along in the upward direction. Acceleration is acceleration due to gravity in downward direction. And बाकी नॉर्मल क्वेश्चन जैसा बाकी डिपेंड्स अपॉन द सिचुएशन आप पुट कर सकते हैं. द मेन थिंग यही है कि हम लोग इसको कैसे x और y में रिजॉल्व करके लिख रहे हैं, समझा? बाकी डिपेंड्स अपॉन क्वेश्चन क्या पूछा है, आप x और y में कैलकुलेट करके आंसर फाइंड आउट कर सकता है. तो इवन यू कैन जस्ट मेंशन दिस. तो आपको जस्ट इतना पार्ट आना चाहिए, बाकी हम लोग सॉल्व कर सकता है बाय यूजिंग दैट इक्वेशंस ऑफ मोशन. So only thing is how to resolve along x and y axis.
Sir,
बोलो बेटा.
sir, can you explain this again? I have a connection issue.
Over here an object is projected with a velocity u making an angle theta with respect to the horizontal. So we can just resolve into its components. Along this direction we'll get it as u cos theta. Along this direction we'll take it as u sin theta. It is moving through a path something like this and it will reach the ground. There भी अगर आपको कैलकुलेशन करना है तो बेसिकली क्या करना पड़ेगा, we have to resolve it along x and y axis. तो velocity along x axis is u cos theta and acceleration x axis में 0 है, तो x axis में जो भी कैलकुलेशन करेगा we'll use that equation, velocity is displacement by time. Same as like on y axis, initial velocity is u sin theta, so we'll take it as u sin theta and acceleration is minus d. There uniform acceleration से move कर रहा है तो equations of motion use करना है. बाकी डिपेंड्स अपॉन द क्वेश्चन, आप चेंज कर सकते हैं. बोलो
इसका टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट क्या आएगा?
बेटा ये सब कैलकुलेशन पहले जैसा ही है, आप कुछ डरने का जरूरत नहीं है. ऐसा ऊपर u cos थीटा sin थीटा यूज करके आपको अगर टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट फाइंड आउट करना है तो पहले डिसाइड करना है कौन सा कंपोनेंट में करना है. बोलो कौन सा कंपोनेंट में करना है?
वर्टिकल कंपोनेंट.
वर्टिकल कंपोनेंट में. तो बस इतना आ गया. तो हमको पता है u is equal to nothing but u sin थीटा, ये तो पता है. ये पता है, that is minus d.
Yes.
And when it is moving from here to here, what about the value of displacement? Vertical direction displacement कितना है?
माइनस एच.
Minus h. बस वो क्या फाइंड आउट करना है? t फाइंड आउट करना है. तो देखना है ये तीनों, ये इसमें रिलेशन क्या है, कौन सा इक्वेशन है?
S is equal to ut plus half
s is equal to ut
Yes,
plus
sir.
half at square. Got it? तब s का वैल्यू लिखेगा माइनस ऑफ h, u का वैल्यू लिखेगा u sin थीटा, टाइम का वैल्यू लिखेगा t and half into minus g into t square. So look at the quadratic equation, from that we can find out the value of t. बस आपको इतना पता होना चाहिए इसको रिजॉल्व कैसे कर रहा है, बाकी डिपेंड्स अपॉन द सिचुएशन हम लोग कर सकते हैं. Now we'll do a lot of questions related to this projectile motion. So it's basically थोड़ा बहुत डिफिकल्ट है, बट क्वेश्चन करके करके आपको समझ में आएगा कि इसका अप्रोच कैसा है. ठीक है. Now we'll discuss level 3 में मोशन अंडर ग्रेविटी में कुछ डाउट था, शायद पेंडिंग था.
यस
पहले हम लोग वो डिस्कस करेंगे. बोलो कौन सा क्वेश्चन
सर
बेटा?
लेवल 3 का एक्सेलरेशन
15-1.
नहीं हुआ था.
लेवल 3 का
एक्सेलरेशन भी बाकी था, मतलब वो पिछले बार होमवर्क में नहीं था.
क्या ठीक है, वो भी करते हैं. पहले मोशन अंडर ग्रेविटी करते हैं. बोलो
15.
11th one.
तो 14.
11th वन हमने ऑलरेडी किया था शायद.
हाँ सर 11th क्या है, 15th one.
15th.
तो
A
14
ball
also.
is a ball is dropped from the top of a building, and at the same time an identical ball B is thrown vertically upward from the ground. When the balls collide, the speed of A is twice that of B. At what fraction of height of building did the collision occur? So first we'll try to understand this question. Here it is given that a ball is dropped from the top of a building. So assume that जो building का height है, let's say it is equal to h. So we are dropping an object from a particular height, let's say that is equal to h. And at the same time, an identical ball B is thrown vertically upward from the ground. So इधर से drop किया है, तो इसका velocity होगा that is equal to 0. And इधर से project किया है, इसका vertical velocity होगा u. We don't know. We just
U.
assume that that is equal to u. And thrown vertically upward from the ground. When the ball collide, a ball A is dropped from the top. So let's say this is ball A, and B is projected in upward direction. So take it as this is equal to B. When the ball collide, the speed of A is twice that of B. So बीच में कोई भी एक point पे आके ये दोनों का collision कर रहा है. So when they collide, the speed of A का जो velocity है is twice that of B. So मान लो here collision का time में B का velocity था VB और A का velocity था let's say VA. So in question it is given that VA velocity of first A is twice that of velocity of B. So VA is 2 times of VB. What fraction of height of building did the collision occur? तो find out करना है कौन सा fraction में इसका collision हो गया है. तो ऐसा assume करो जो बॉल ऊपर से प्रोजेक्ट किया है वो अगर डिस्टेंस x ट्रैवल किया है, तो बॉल नीचे से प्रोजेक्ट किया है इट विल ट्रैवल अ डिस्टेंस ऑफ लेट्स से y. ठीक है, और यू कैन राइट दिस y इज नथिंग बट h minus x.
minus x.
h minus x. तो फाइंड आउट करना है कौन सा इसमें मतलब x और y में क्या रिलेशन है. ठीक है, और फ्रैक्शन में क्या रिलेशन है. सो we can write the relation between them. अगर आप first ball A के लिए देखेगा, so इसका initial velocity का value होगा that is equal to 0, and assume that it is going to like it is traveling a distance that we can take it as something but x, और इसका जो velocity है that final velocity है that we can take it as nothing but let's say VA. Yeah, we don't know what about the value of velocity over here. And they both are going to travel the same distance, same time. So let's say इसका time है वो t है. So we can write the relation between them.
Sir, distance will be minus x.
हाँ, downward direction में तो minus x लिख सकता है. And even we can write its acceleration is equal to minus of g. वेलोसिटी हम लोग फाइंड आउट करने वाला है. जो चीज फाइंड आउट करने वाला है उसको नेगेटिव और पॉजिटिव साइन पुट नहीं करना है. वो कैलकुलेशन के बाद आपको नेगेटिव और मतलब पॉजिटिव मिल जाएगा. ओके, नाउ वी कैन यूज दैट इक्वेशन v स्क्वायर माइनस u स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू 2as. सो v स्क्वायर का वैल्यू हो जाएगा दैट इज va स्क्वायर. इनिशियल वेलोसिटी 0 इज इक्वल टू 2 into minus g into minus of x. तो क्या मिलेगा, रूट ऑफ 2 into g into x मिलेगा. So the value of VA will be equal to root of 2 into g into x मिलेगा. Take it as equation number 1. Same as like that, we can find out what about the this velocity of B over here. That means the things which are related to B. So B जो particle है उसका initial velocity होगा, we just assume that that is equal to U, and इसका जो displacement होगा that we can take it as nothing but y, and in upward direction, and y को आप h minus x लिख सकता है, and other things we know that its final velocity we will take it as something but vb, and acceleration will be equal to minus g, which is in downward direction. तो here also हम लोग इसका बीच में relation लिख सकता है, like we can write this v is equal to, sorry, v square minus u square is equal to 2 into a into s. So we can write this vb minus v square minus u square is equal to 2 into acceleration due to gravity, we can take it as it is minus g, and displacement we can take it as something but y. So we'll get another relation, that is vb square is equal to nothing but u square minus 2 into g into y. So take it as equation number 2. अभी हमको a b पता है, ये दोनों में रिलेशन क्या है, मतलब va और vb में रिलेशन हमको ऑलरेडी पता है. va is 2 times of vb, the square का टर्म में मिल रहा है, so we can write va square is going to be 4 times of vb square. तो हम लोग ये यूज करके इसका बीच में रिलेशन लिख सकता है, that is va square is going to be 4 times of vb square. That means va square क्या आएगा, 2 into g into x आएगा, that is 4 times of vb square, that is 4 times of u square minus 2 into g into y, and y को अब चाहिए तो x minus, if you want you can write y in terms of like y को h minus x लिख सकता है. So we can find out what about the value of x in terms of h, है ना. Or if you want we can write one more relation because they are taking same time, तो time का सबसे भी आप equation लिख सकता है. That means a का जो velocity आप लिख सकता है v is equal to u plus at. So va is equal to initial velocity was 0, acceleration is g, and time we can take it as t. So this is another relation, and downward direction होगा तो minus of gt होगा.
Sir, it is minus of gt.
Yeah, and b में आप लिखेगा same equation. Let's say v is equal to nothing but u plus at. So v में उसका initial velocity का value था which is nothing but u, and acceleration we can take it as minus g, and time we can take it as t. ये हो गया velocity along b. a भी हमको पता है, और इसके बीच में भी हम लोग relation लिख सकता है like this. va is given as 2 times of nothing but vb, मतलब magnitude of va is va downward में रहेगा, vb upward में रहेगा, 2 times of velocity along b. So we can write this gt is basically 2 times of vb. vb is u minus gt, right? So we can write this gt is equal to 2u minus, write this 3gt is equal to nothing but 2u. तो आप u का वैल्यू लिख सकता है which is equal to 3gt divided by 2. मतलब ऐसा आप इसका initial velocity का वैल्यू with respect to time भी find out कर सकता है.
Sir, why did you take mod of va?
Because उसमें क्या दिया कि velocity of a, मतलब अगर आप negative va का magnitude vb का magnitude से 2 times ज्यादा है, ऐसा हम लोग बोल सकते हैं ना. मतलब नेगेटिव वैल्यू लेगा तो वो डायरेक्शन को रिप्रेजेंटेशन कर रहा है.
Okay.
तो वो
Sir,
क्या हो जाएगा,
14.
वेलोसिटी हो जाएगा.
Sir, but we don't have to represent direction over here.
नहीं, मैंने क्या बोल रहा हूँ, va का वैल्यू माइनस gt का मीनिंग क्या है, gt is a magnitude and negative sign represents that it is moving in downward direction.
Yeah.
तो अगर आप va को माइनस gt लिखेगा,
Okay.
है ना, and this is equal to u minus gt 4 times of, sorry, 2 times of u minus gt लिखेगा, तो आपको और रिलेशन, अलग रिलेशन मिलेगा.
Okay.
What they are saying is speed of a is 2 times of speed of b. Not
Okay.
velocity of A is 2 times of velocity of B. ये जो नेगेटिव साइन इसलिए नहीं लिखना है, उसका मैग्नीट्यूड लेके लिखना है.
Okay.
सर 14th
14th one. If velocity of a particle is v is v naught plus gt plus ft square, if its position is x is equal to 0, t is equal to 0, then the displacement in displacement after unit time t is equal to 1 is. ये actually ये motion under gravity का question नहीं है, किसका question है? ये कौन सा part पे आएगा ये? ये application of application of differential equation है ना? देखो velocity as a function of time दिया है, तो हम लोग क्या लिखेगा? V is equal to v naught plus gt plus
सर v
ft
naught
square.
है.
V naught is a constant.
Okay.
So velocity of a particle as a function of time is varying according to this relation v naught plus gt plus ft square. मतलब क्या इतना बता रहा है कि v is varying as a function of time. Okay. If its position is x is equal to x is equal to 0 at t is equal to 0, then displacement after time t after time is equal to 1 second is. तो हमको क्या find out करना है? Displacement find out करना है when time is equal to 1 second. So velocity velocity और time में relation है. हमको velocity और displacement और time में relation चाहिए. तो v को क्या लिखना है?
इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ v dt
v को लिखना है ds by dt, because हमको displacement और time में relation चाहिए. तो instead of v we can write ds by dt. ds by dt is equal to v naught plus gt plus ft square. Okay, so we can write this ds will be equal to v naught plus gt plus ft square into dt. Now we can integrate on both the sides. So at t is equal to 0, उसको condition already question में दिया है. देखो at t is equal to 0, x is equal to 0. मतलब displacement का value 0 था when time 0 है. When time is equal to 1, our aim is to find out the value of displacement. So we'll put the limit from 0 to 1. Here from 0 to s. So ds का displacement होगा s and s minus 0 is s is equal to, इसका integration करना है. तो क्या मिलेगा? v naught into t plus g into t का integration होगा t square divided by 2 plus f into t cube divided by 3 and the limit is changing from 0 to 1. तो अभी क्या इसका limit put करना है. तो क्या मिलेगा? v naught into 1 plus g 1 by 2 plus f 1 by 3. Got it? ने t का वैल्यू t का लिमिट पुट किया, 0 पुट करेगा वापस सबके लिए 0 ही आएगा.
Yes, sir, got it.
सभी प्रोजेक्टाइल मोशन के
क्वेश्चन में आंसर क्या, इसके पहले वाले क्वेश्चन में आंसर क्या था? 15th वाला
इसका देखते हैं सॉल्व करके. तभी मैं इसका जो मोशन अंडर प्रोजेक्टाइल मोशन का क्वेश्चन भी भेजता हूँ. ओके, तो इसका भी क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करना स्टार्ट कर दो. सो we'll discuss about this motion under gravity का जो रिमेनिंग क्वेश्चन है और प्रोजेक्टाइल मोशन का क्वेश्चन है.
सर ये लेवल 3 में एक्सेलरेशन में भी डाउट था.
Yeah, I will discuss. Okay.
Yes.